We welcome you into the Jack Manley Athletic Center here on the campus of CCBC Catonsville as it's day 2 of this mixer here, women's basketball, Division II, and it's been some good action so far. 2 games already under the slate, and we're ready for 2 more here as these teams wrap it up and looking for their first win of the season. It's the Hagerstown Community College Hawks taking on the Cape Fear Community College Sea Devils. Sea Devils, a big win yesterday against the homestanding Catonsville Cardinals. Meanwhile, the Hawks, they're looking for win number 1 of the season. They had a tough task yesterday taking on the 15th ranked Union College of New Jersey. They fell short in the season opener, but an early tip-off coming up here to start off our first of 2 games today. Our first game getting underway at noon. Welcome once again into Baltimore County here, Catonsville, Maryland. My name is Ian Banky on the call for both games here today. And like we mentioned, 1-0 coming in our Cape Fear Community College, the Sea Devils, coming up from North Carolina, the Wilmington area. And always they're a very competitive team down there in Region 10, 5-time region champions, 4 times they have appeared at the national tournament, and they're looking to get back there. They haven't been there since 2022, and that was despite a really strong season last year. It started 12-0, finished just 2 losses on the campaign, but both of those losses to Bryant and Stratton College, that included a loss in the region championship game, so they fell just short of returning there, and they're looking to build off another strong season and get back to that promised land, the national tournament, in the Division II level. Meanwhile, this Hagerstown program, they're looking to build up under second-year head coach Cindy Wilhelm. Tough start to the campaign, but of course facing some very good competition, taking on UCNJ, and they're hoping to get back on track here against Cape Fear. Looking back into the games yesterday, we start off with the Hagerstown Hawks, who will be playing the role of the home team here in our first game of the day. They fell to Union College 97-48. Now, they were very consistent over all 4 quarters, averaged 12 points per quarter and really close all around. And they're looking to get more consistent scoring, but stay a little bit more stout on the defensive side of things. UCNJ, a very physical team. They just got worn down in the paint. That led to some defensive vulnerabilities, and they're looking to stand tall there, especially inside the paint. And if you're looking for someone to clear out, look for number 10 in the black jersey here today. That's Andrea Elder, a 5'10" guard, someone that can really guard the paint well. And you look at what she did during her high school days at Southern Fulton Senior High School, and she was fantastic. She was one of the top blockers in the entire nation, ranked 2nd in Pennsylvania, inside the top 50 nationally, averaging over 5 blocks per game. 5'10" is one of the larger players that will be on the court here today. And she'll look to clear out the paint once again against the Sea Devils, a team that can play with some speed, play with some tempo. And looking at what they did in their win against CCBC Catonsville yesterday, a 71-44 victory, they showed their depth, and they really pulled away late in that game. 44 points in the second half. That matched what the Cardinals did over all 40 minutes. If you're looking for one weakness, though, it was their free throw shooting. Shot just under 50%, went 12 of 26 from the stripe. They'll look to improve on that here against Hagerstown. Try to be physical, look to improve in that free throw shooting category. Get to the line, practice makes perfect, as they say, and they're looking for more of that here this afternoon. It's still morning, but we'll tip off after the clock strikes midday here in Baltimore County. This Cape Fear team can also rebound with the best of them. Expecting that battle at the board to be very competitive and very intriguing as this game goes on. First of 2 games here today, the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals will get underway in the late game. They take on UCNJ. But in the meantime, we got a matchup to kick off action here today on this Sunday, first Sunday in November. Hope you turn your clocks back and that you're not waking up an hour early than you needed to catch tip-off here today, but we're glad you're with us regardless. It's the Hawks against the Sea Devils kicking off action here today. Tip-off in about 5 minutes. We'll step away, but until then, stay tuned. You're watching junior college basketball coming to you live from Baltimore County, Maryland. National Anthem kicks off the action here today on the campus of the Community College of Baltimore County here in Catonsville. It's game 1 of 2 of action here today. Ian Binky alongside with you live on YouTube. Game 1 features the Cape Fear Sea Devils taking on the Hagerstown Community College Hawks. First, the starters for the Sea Devils, same 5. Robinson, Feliz Galen, Hardison, Hawley, and Surratt. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Hawks, the road team in the black, they sent out a different starting 5. It's Elder, Ball, Bennett, Bradley, and King, the starting 5 for head coach Cindy Wilhelm. Felicity Haven sticking with her same starting 5. Cape Fear going right to left across your screen. Hagerstown going left to right. Opening tip belongs to the Sea Devils, and we are underway. Holding at the top of the key, looking for room, that's Feliz Galen. A sophomore out of Jacksonville, North Carolina. Moving inside now to Monica Surratt. Down low, she was looking for Hardison. It's kicked around. Rebound falls back. Put back no good for Surratt, but another chance goes for the Sea Devils. The pass to the near side goes out of play. Clean that time, so it's Hagerstown ball. Good start defensively for the Hagerstown Hawks. Had a tough go of things yesterday, falling 97-48 to the Union College of New Jersey. They hold the Sea Devils scoreless on their first possession. Once again, if you're newly minted here to the collegiate women's game, 10-minute quarters, 40 minutes in total. Hagerstown looking for win number 1 on the season. Passing to the near side, it's Gabby Ball with the ball. Now over to Brianna King on the wing. Back over to Ball. She looks for a long 2. That's no good. Rebound, second opportunity, and that's cashed in. Underneath the hoop, putting it in, it's Brianna King. First points of the game, 2-0 for Hagerstown. Looking for the response, come the Sea Devils. Holding on the near side, Hardison. She crashes to the hoop, and the layup is good. We're all tied at 2. Hardison, a sophomore out of Jacksonville, North Carolina. She brought home 13 points in the season-opening victory against Catonsville yesterday. Looking for a response, it's King. Passing over to the far side, tied up Bennett, but she gets it back outside on the reset to Ball. 12 on the shot clock, sent back over to King. King looking down to the far side, her shot too strong. Rebound scooped up that time by Romani Robinson. Robinson across the timeline, looking for her teammate in stride. That was Surratt. She's stuffed. Kick back out to Robinson. Her 3 is good. First shot from deep today. It lands for the Sea Devils. They take their first lead of the game, 5-2. Taking the ball is Ball. She was looking underneath to Elder, but she couldn't bring home that pass. That ball out of play against Hagerstown, and the ball falls back here into the hands of the Cape Fear Sea Devils. Sea Devils did a really good job of holding Catonsville off the board in yesterday's game. All but one quarter, they were held at just single-digit points. This pass intercepted underneath the hoop, but just unable to keep her feet in bounds was Brianna King. Ball stays with the Sea Devils here, 21 left on the shot clock. Looks like first subs of the game coming in, and the shot right off the inbound pass. It's cashed in by number 15. That's Maggie Hawley. A long 2 makes the lead 5 now for Cape Fear. Looking to stop this short scoring run. Here come the Hagerstown Community College Hawks. The Hawks moving it inside. Bobbled. Kick back out to King. Thought about the tray. Now passes it back out to Ball. Her 3 is too strong. Rebound picked up that time by Feliz Galen. Up the court now is Robinson. Robinson crashes inside, bounces off the glass, and good. Timeout called by the head coach of the Hawks. That's Cindy Wilhelm, and her team needs a breather. It's 9-2, the advantage for the Sea Devils of Cape Fear. 7-point advantage with 7:25 left to go in the first quarter. After that first shot landed for Hagerstown, everything going Cape Fear's way, their defense locking up. For the most part, keeping the shots for the Hawks on the perimeter, at the very least long 2s, and those haven't landed thus far for Hagerstown. They'll look to try to break down this Sea Devil defense and get some openings closer to the hoop. This Hagerstown team thrives on their size, particularly underneath for Andrea Elder. see if she can't get the ball. The one pass was looking for her earlier in the game. They couldn't get it to go. But now the Hawks look to answer back on this 9-point scoring run. Brianna King, she's got most of the ball possession here today. Looking underneath, crashing under there is Bennett. The pass back, and the shot lands for Andrea Elder. Elder finally finding some open space. She gets her first points of the game. Khalees Feliz Galen moving in transition with Surratt. Surratt holding near side, give and go to Robinson. Robinson, her shot no good. A loose ball, tipped out of bounds by the player underneath for the Sea Devils. That was Yamori Hardison. Possession goes back the way of the Hawks. 5-point game. We're 3 minutes into regulation. Brianna King takes it to the far side. Looking for some room there with Bennett. On the exchange, back over to King. Now near side, looking underneath. A travel called against Elder as she was trying to pivot underneath, trying to drive to the hoop. No space, and she shuffled her feet. A turnover gives possession back to the Sea Devils. They put the clamps on underneath the basket. No openings there for the team in black. Looking across double digits now. Back over to Surratt, double teamed in the post. Pass soars over the head of the intended target. That was Feliz Galen. And a turnover gives the ball back to Hagerstown. More changes here for Cape Fear coming into the game is the freshman from Greensboro, North Carolina. That's Kara Trippett. She scored 6 points off the bench in the win against the Cardinals yesterday. Driving towards the basket, Bennett turned away by 2 defenders for Cape Fear. Back outside to Gabby Ball. Back over to the pivot for King. Her shot rattles in and out. Good rebound. Keeps possession with Kayla Dangerfield. But Dangerfield can't keep the ball. She lost it on the floor. And then a foul called underneath against the Hagerstown Hawks. It's going against Brianna King. First foul of the game, both for her and for the team. 9-4 your score. 5:58 left to go in the first quarter. Out of the gates, it was all Hagerstown, or to say all Hagerstown. They got the first shot of the game, but then 9 points in a row for Cape Fear. Hagerstown the last 2. It's a 5-point deficit. This pass goes off the hands, but it's reeled back in. Settled back down by Romani Robinson. Robinson working around. She gets through her defender and to the hoop for 2. Robinson up to 4 points. It's now 11-4 for the Sea Devils. King looking back underneath. Her pass intercepted. A great read by Yamori Robertson, or rather Hardison, the steal. Now she slows things back down for Cape Fear. Robinson. The give to Trippett. Back up top, a long 3 look. Rattles in and out. Hawley had the look, just couldn't get it to land. She had 1 3 yesterday in 8 tries. Looping pass, and not on the same page. Elder wasn't ready for it. Slowing the pace down now, Cape Fear. They're setting up the offense, not needing the up-tempo pace. Use the up-tempo on that scoring run, but things have dried up a bit as of late. Hardison, kick back out to Feliz Galen, and her 3 just won't go. Rattled around the rim, stayed out. Looking in transition, that long pass just out of the reach of the 5'10 Elder. Ball goes back over to Hagerstown. Needing a breather are the Sea Devils as head coach Havens calls for a timeout. Past the halfway mark here in quarter number 1. It's an 11-4 lead for the Cape Fear Sea Devils. A lot of shots rattling in and out here in quarter 1. The team's getting some open looks, just haven't been able to convert on all of their opportunities. In the win yesterday, Sea Devils did a really good job. They shot just over 40% from the field and included some looks from deep. They got 1 3-pointer to go in today. A few other looks that haven't landed for them. Hagerstown trying to get that play underneath to the 5'10 Andrea Elder. No more for her defensive abilities. Hasn't been able to get her offense to shine so far today. Just the 1 2-pointer for her. and that was from relatively long range. After the timeout, possession belongs to the Sea Devils. Across the timeline, Feliz Galen passes over to Robinson, around the horn. Back over to Feliz Galen at long three, no good. The block, who else but number 10, Andrea Elder, but the second chance point falls to the Sea Devils. Just cashing in there, never giving up on the play. Now Gabby Ball, double team, triple team. There's a partner there, and Bennett passing over to Bradley. Rather, that's King on the far side. A tie up underneath the basket. Arrow favors Cape Fear. Rather, pardon, the arrow favors Hagerstown, I should say. Now it points back over to Cape Fear. With a tie-up underneath the basket, 16 still on the shot clock for the Hawks. The inbound pass to Kayla Dangerfield. She looks for three and gets it to go. Kayla Dangerfield, a three-pointer. Makes it now 13-7, the deficit for Hagerstown. Feliz Galen over on the far side. Give to Hawley. Settled down with Hardison. Feliz Galen drives inside. The floater off the glass and in. A few points of contact there on that prayer, but it goes in. Score now 15-7 in favor of Cape Fear. Back underneath towards Dangerfield. That kicks off a leg. And the signal is that possession will stay with Hagerstown. Play has been driven for the most part by Brianna King, the 5'4" freshman from Frederick, Maryland. Passes for the most part have been on point. Ball in the hands of Dangerfield. A whistle and a foul underneath here. And a hold is called against player for Cape Fear. That's Romani Robinson. Her first foul of the game, team first. Off the inbound pass, that one finds Elder. Rattles out, no good. The putback, though, is driven home. Brianna King cleans up the loose garbage. It's now a 15-9 game. 6 points, the lead for Cape Fear. Nice scoring run here for Hagerstown, just what the doctor ordered. Try to get momentum back in their favor. Maggie Hawley, 15 on the shot clock, looking underneath, finds Feliz Galen. She finds a little room to rumble, and she lifts that shot in. Feliz Galen now starting to find her shooting touch. Dangerfield is blocked by Feliz Galen, covering the entire court. Scores at one end and swipes the ball away at the other. Just what you need out of one of your big leaders. She's a freshman out of Jacksonville, Florida, but was Area Player of the Year in her senior year at Jacksonville High School. Inbound pass for Hagerstown, finds a wide open player on the far side. That's Ella Bennett. A three-pointer goes. The deficit trimmed to 5 now for the Hawks. Good response here by Hagerstown. They need to come up with a big stop defensively. Feliz Galen, open player at the top of the key. That's Robinson. Robinson's shot no good. A loose ball is knocked out of play. Possession staying here with Cape Fear. 13 left on the shot clock. 2:13 left to go in the first quarter. Feliz Galen will take the ball to inbound. A sub at the bench for Hagerstown. Leaving the game, Tyra Hobbs. Looks like one of the starters coming back in. Inbound finds Surratt. Surratt, the putback, no good. Tried the skyhook there to no avail. Now Hagerstown a chance to continue this nice stretch of scoring. Pass comes underneath the give. Settling down to King. That pass not exactly on the mark, but Dangerfield reels it in. She is stuffed by the backboard. And in transition, here's a look the other way. Hardison drives. She is stuffed that time at the hoop. Good recovery defensively by Ella Bennett. Got to sort that pass out, though. Nearly caught in trying to get play up the court. But instead, she finds a target, and it's Brianna King, a two-pointer, getting deficit back within 3 points now. And you're seeing some full court pressure by the Hawks. Breaking through it, Feliz Galen. Back over with the ball. She's asking for a foul, but instead it's a block. 2-on-1 the other way. A fast break. Brianna King behind the back to Dangerfield, and she gets it to go.
A 1-point game, 17-16 with 1:11 to go in period 1. Fantastic push by the Hawks. Back to a 1-possession game. This pass knocked out of play. A great read that time by Janae Bradley. Nearly intercepts, but swats it out of play. 19 left on the shot clock as we hit 1 minute to go in period 1. Some subs off the bench for both teams. Get some fresher legs out there as the ball will be on the near side. Set to inbound the ball is the sophomore Monica Surratt. On the pressure, Bradley. Bradley swats it out of play. Second try is better this time as the ball finds Felice Galen. Her pass nearly off target, but it finds Hawley. A collision as the ball is just kept alive. What a fantastic play by Bradley. Back up the court. King looking for the lead, but she's called for a travel underneath the hoop. And possession goes back the way of Cape Fear Community College. Great first quarter here. A 1-point game. 48 seconds left to go. Sea Devils looking for an answer, wanting to hold on to this narrow lead. Maggie Hawley at the midcourt logo. Slows things down on the give to Surratt. Surratt drives inside, too hard off the glass. Second chance perhaps. She gets it on her own rebound and drives it in. Lead back to 3. It's still a 1-possession game. Shot clock is off as Brianna King gets across midcourt. Pass to the near side to Bennett. She is watched closely. It's given down to the near side to Elder. Elder back up top, and that ball is going to be a backcourt violation. Asking for a tip over at the bench is Wilhelm. Her appeal falls on deaf ears, and the ball is turned over once again to the Sea Devils. .9 seconds left to go as Jaden Hudson off the bench into the game. Inbound, she finds Hawley. One last drive for the Sea Devils. Hawley up at the free throw line. Her shot attempt. Maybe that was a pass, maybe it was a shot. Either way, it's knocked out of play. Still 4.1 seconds left. See what they can draw up. Pass to the near side, Surratt running out of time. Passing around the horn, Felice Galen bakes in the 3 as time expires in the first quarter. A great push towards the end of the quarter by Hagerstown. Got the deficit to within 1, but 5 unanswered points to end the frame for Cape Fear. Keeps the lead at a sizable 6 points for the Sea Devils. Felice Galen leading from the front. Her buzzer beater 3 ends the first 10 minutes. Her team up by the score of 22-16. Well, both head coaches have to really like what they saw out of their team. The beginning and the end really strong for the Sea Devils, keeping this pretty sizable lead. But Hagerstown, Cindy Wilhelm really liking the push from her team, narrowing that deficit at 1 point, nearly double digits. But turned back down. It's a 2-possession game at this point, 22-16 after 10 minutes. But at this point, it's going to be, you figure, the depth for Cape Fear that can really help them. Although, one thing of note, the Sea Devils are not playing exactly at full strength. They're missing the services of one of their leaders, and that is Kenliana Dixon, returning sophomore out of Beaufort, North Carolina. She's with the women's soccer team as they're making a push towards a potential national title. They did play yesterday. Did not get the chance to see the score. We'll catch up on that at halftime as they're in a postseason push. In the meantime, starters are looking pretty good for Cape Fear, nearly turning the ball over. It's reeled back in. A long look for 3. No good by Robinson. A foul off the rebound attempt. And the foul is signaled against Cape Fear here, giving possession back to Hagerstown. I believe it was called against Romani Robinson. That's her second foul. Now Hagerstown looking for the first points of quarter number 2. That pass underneath the basket intercepted. Loose ball. is now settled down by Robinson as she heads up court for the Sea Devils. Pass behind the intended target, finds Felice Galen. Her shot no good. Bradley finds the rebound, and things settle down now for the Hawks. Across center court, it's King. King looking underneath to Elder. Elder off the glass, no good. Bradley, the second chance. Kick back out to Ball. Over to the far wing to Bennett. Bennett's three is good. Ella Bennett, freshman from Middletown, Maryland, gets back to a 1-point game. 3 points separate these two teams. Hudson passes back over. She gets the ball back near side. To the top, settles down, 10 on the shot clock. They give to Felice Galen. Has company at her back as she backs it down. 3 on the shot clock. Time winding down. Surratt gets it to go. Monica Surratt, a big two-pointer as time was winding down on the shot clock. Gets the lead back out to 5 points now for Cape Fear. For the answer, Bradley, well, not on the same page there with Bennett as she was trying to find company underneath. A long home run pass. Looking over to the far side. Cannot find a passing partner. Ball goes back over to the Hagerstown Community College Hawks. Just keeping some fresh legs out there. Long pass underneath the basket from Elder. Elder behind the back gets the ball back. Triple team that she drives to the basket, but it rolls around the rim and in. Back and forth here to start quarter number 2. Galen looks for her partner, finds Surratt. Surratt back down. Surratt trying to get a pass there, but she was jumping up, and she's fouled as she drives towards the basket. We get our first free throws of the game. It's Monica Surratt. She went 3 for 5 from the line in the win yesterday. Her first shot rattles in. Foul was called against Kayla Dangerfield. It's her first of the game. Second shot from the line from Surratt is good. She goes 2 for 2, and the lead is back out to 5 points. Bennett, near side wing, pivoting over to the far side. That's Gabby Ball. Back over to Bennett, working with 18 on the shot clock. Reset with Dangerfield. Ball pivots to her left. The give, a long 3 look from King. That's too short. Rebound stays with Hagerstown. Underneath the hoop, Elder. Back to Dangerfield. Bennett thought about the 3, pivots it back over to Ball. Her look for 3, no good. Shot clock ran out, but rebound off the glass, stays in. Another look for 3. Dangerfield's look no good. Now a 2, that's too short. Plenty of looks for Hagerstown, not rewarded with any points. In transition, Robinson. Robinson passes back out. Hudson wants 3. That's off the mark and out of bounds. 5-point games, nearing 6.5 left to go here in the first half. Gabby Ball, freshman guard, works it around to the near side, unaccompanied 3, and it goes! Andrea Elder moosies her way over to the perimeter. And nothing but net on that 3-point shot. It's a 3-point game, 26-23. Surratt gives over to Galen. Galen gives it over. Surratt bobbles. Resets here, 10 on the shot clock. Drives in through traffic. That's knocked away by Gabby Ball. And the ball stays here with the Hawks. Ball drives to the hoop, won't go. And the rebound falls into the hands of a player for Cape Fear. In transition, finding its way over to Surratt. That pass too strong from Hardison. Loose ball, it's on the floor. And it's still battled for. Ball is whistled dead. Sprawling on it was Surratt, but her foot just trickled out of bounds. And the Hawks get the ball with 5:40 left to go in period 2. Another change here from Cape Fear. Monica Surratt was working hard. She takes a seat, gives way to Kara Trippett back into the game. One possession game. It's Ella Bennett on the far side corner. Back up top now with Brianna King, settling things down, looking inside. That's Bradley. She's tied up. Jump ball is called. And the ball will stay this time with Hagerstown. They have 11 left on the shot clock. King to inbound. She sends it up to Elder. Elder was looking underneath. Bradley stuffed once, stuffed twice, but she was fouled on that second shot. And that sends her to the line. Two shots for Janae Bradley, freshman from Charlestown, West Virginia. Her first shot is good. If she stays perfect at the line, it will be a 1-point game. Second shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, scooped up by Romani Robinson for Cape Fear. Full court pressure, but they break through it. Settled down by Khalees Galen. Galen, the North Carolina native, slowing the pace. Sensing that momentum is tipping in the scales of the Hawks. Hudson finds Galen wide open in the corner, and her three is good. Exactly what the Sea Devils were looking for, getting the lead back up to a 5-point deficit. That pass too strong off Bradley. Up the other way, it's Galen. One-on-one. Her shot is good, and the foul. Chance for three the old-fashioned way as Khalees Galen drives to the basket, gets the two-pointer, and a leading scorer for this team so far. A chance for a three-point play. Galen, a strong game in the opener, scored 9 points. She's on pace to shatter that here in the sophomore game of the season. Discussion over at the bench here for Cape Fear. It seems like Felicity Havens, first-year head coach for the Sea Devils, might want a little more out of that foul call. Not going to get it, just one shot here at the line for Galen. Galen's lone shot is good. She gets the three-point play. So a 32-24 game. Nice ball movement here. Comes back up top to Ella Bennett. Bennett the give onto the far side. Hobbs was tied up there. Back over to Bennett. Looking for some off-ball movement. She finds company there far side. That's Prout on that long look. No good. Rebound falls here to the Hawks. Reset of the shot clock with Bennett. Looking back over to the far side. That's Andrea Elder. Elder guarded closely by Hardison as the clock ran out. Not a fan of that call is the head coach, Cindy Wilhelm. Might have just wanted more off-ball movement. Don't get a full reset of the shot clock, and Hagerstown just lost awareness of that. Ball turned over. Now Hardison starting the offense for Cape Fear. Galen, the hot hand, looks for three, and she stays scorching hot. Three-point plays, this time on the long shot for Galen, her second three-pointer of the game. 10-point lead now for Cape Fear, largest lead of the contest. Appeals for travel, no call that time. Sylvia Prout, far side wing, settled back down once again by Hagerstown. Ball tries the three, that's off the mark. Rebound was gathered initially by Tyra Hobbs. That ball bounces off the hand of a Cape Fear player. Few subs in for Hagerstown. Janae Bradley and Kayla Dangerfield back into the game. Long inbound pass finds Elder. Thought about the three. Recorks. Dangerfield wants the tray. That's no good. Long rebound. Kicks back out to Kara Trippett. Trippett wants to move quickly. It's kicked back out. Robinson wants three. That's too strong off the back rim. And Hagerstown get the ball off the rebound. That was Bradley scooping it back up. Long pass was looking for Andrea Elder. It's above the reach of the 5'10" forward. It's out of play. 2:51 left to go. A 10-point game. The Cape Fear Sea Devils in the lead. After some shakiness, the defense really locking up well for CFCC. Cape Fear going to stretch out their lead. Stands at 10 points here. Hawley drives into the paint. That long hook, no good. Rebound, second chance points. Cashed in by Hardison. Yamori Hardison, the 5'7" sophomore, finding some space. Leads up to 12. Ball. Cross-court feed towards Bennett. Defensive recovery. It's driven back over to Ball. Spins off her defender. Ball, the 2, rattles in. Stems that scoring run for Cape Fear. Once a 1-point deficit, it's trimmed back to a 10-point lead for the Sea Devils. Hand off to Hawley. Hawley passes over to Trippett, working around the horn towards Galen. A nice move. Gets her defender down to the ground, and the wide open space converts off the ankle-breaking play. Khalees Galen continues to lead from the front for the Sea Devils. Bennett looks for the three-point shot, and it's good. That's one way to get momentum back in your team's favor. Ella Bennett from downtown makes the score now 38-29. Scoring really opening up here in our first game of day 2 here at CCBC Catonsville. Galen wants the 3, just off the mark. A good look, good shot, just wouldn't fall. Gabby Ball. Ball in her hands, and she passes over to Dangerfield. Back over to Bennett. Bennett up top to Ball. Late whistle, and a foul called towards the baseline. It's a foul underneath called against Robinson. Robinson, her 3rd foul. They put it up on the board as her 2nd, so one of her earlier fouls charged against someone else. 2nd personal foul against Romani Robinson. Robinson's 2nd, team 3rd. The inbound pass finds its way into the hands of Dangerfield. And a travel called against Ball, as Gabby Ball wanted to pivot over to the corner, but shuffled her feet as she gathered. A costly turnover there against the Hawks. Lead remains 9 points. Sea Devils want to stretch that out here. Wide open look for Surratt. Instead she drives inside, draws contact. The shot falls. Chance for another 3-point play. The tenacity for Monica Surratt, driving to the hoop, drawing the contact, drawing the foul, and banking the 2-point shot home. 2 for 2 from the line so far today. Make it 3 for 3. They cross the 40-point plateau here in the first half. It's 41-29 Cape Fear. We're going to stay strong on defense. Cross-court pass finds its way to Dangerfield. Driving back inside, the looping shot on the layup from Brianna King. It falls for Hagerstown. 10-point game once again. Galen wants some help. Shot clock is off. Hardison. Hardison gets the shot in. Underneath the basket, somehow finds the shot to go. A prayer as the half ends up behind the backboard. And the first half comes to a close. Your score, the Cape Fear Community College Sea Devils 43 and the Hagerstown Community College Hawks 31. Really strong work there in the second quarter from the Cape Fear Sea Devils, closing the gap. Initially were the Hagerstown Hawks, but they slammed the door shut as all the momentum belongs to the Sea Devils as the first 20 minutes draws to a close. A great crowd making the trip up from Wilmington, North Carolina to cheer on the Sea Devils, and no doubt the players appreciating the support from their supporting section. 43-31 the score as we hit halftime. We'll step aside here from Baltimore County, but don't go too far. Second half between Cape Fear and Hagerstown coming up in just about 14 minutes here from Baltimore County. We welcome you back to Catonsville, Maryland. Second half of this first matchup of the day between the Cape Fear Community College Sea Devils and the Hagerstown Community College Hawks. After the first 20 minutes, it's Cape Fear with a 43-31 lead. Good back and forth first half. One of runs for both teams. Cape Fear would pull away. Hagerstown got close, and that repeated again until Cape Fear caught fire in the second half of the second quarter. And it was led by the hot hand of Khalees Galan. Galan really pulled away, helped her team dominate that second half of the second quarter. And at one point pulled out to a 12-point lead. Their lead at the moment, once again, stands at 12 points as we come out of the break. Hagerstown had some good runs where they put the clamps on the defensive end, and they got some shots to land, but for the most part, the defense holding up strong for Cape Fear, and they've limited Hagerstown to a lot of at least first looks from long range. Now, some of the second looks have been from close range off of rebounds, but for the most part, the game plan has gone as planned for Cape Fear. Meanwhile, Hagerstown, they'll have to mix some things up here if they want to get win number 1 of the season. Meanwhile, they're looking to move to 2-0. The Sea Devils have done a good job. They got a lot of scoring from Galan, of course, but Monica Surratt got a few shots to go in as well. Romani Robinson was a key factor early before she got into a bit of foul trouble. Emory Hardison proved to be a good factor in close range as well. Hagerstown inbounds to start quarter 3. They move to from right to left with possession on the near side. The cross-court feed intended for the target of Brianna King. She was tied up, though, and the possession arrow favors Cape Fear. So an early turnover, and that gives possession back here to the Sea Devils. Cape Fear looked to build on a season-opening win yesterday against Catonsville. A long 3 look for Robinson. That's no good. And the rebound falls into the hands of Gabby Ball for Hagerstown. Ball looking to move in transition. That pass looking to King. Had to bring it in. That bank shot no good for Janae Bradley. Ball does stay, though, with Hagerstown. Ball back to the near side. Bennett from the wing. Bennett back up to the top of the key. Reset with Ball. Bennett looking for the 3. It glances off the glass and in. 3-point field goal for Ella Bennett starts off the scoring here in quarter 3. Working back up the near side, Hardison. She was looking to crash towards the basket. She's fouled, though, on that net drive. And that sends Hardison to the line. Her first chance to shoot from the charity stripe in this contest. She went 5 for 10 from the line in yesterday's win. Her first shot is no good. Mentioned that was the point to improve upon for Cape Fear in their win yesterday. Shot under 50% on their free throws. Hardison's second shot is no good. The ball, though, bounces off the hands of Bradley. Seemed to be a mix-up between Bradley and Andrea Elder going for the rebound, and that confusion keeps the ball with Cape Fear. Galan finds a partner on the inbound pass. That's Robinson. Galan back up top. Full reset of the shot clock. Driving from the wing, Hawley passes back. That's a long look for 2. That was Robinson. No good. Hagerstown, tough time breaking out of their own end, but now it comes forward with Ball, and not on the same page with Brianna King on that move up the court. Ball handed back here to Cape Fear. Hagerstown still in search of their Cape Fear, should say, still in search of their first points here in the second half. Hawley working back over with Galan. Khalees Galan nearly lost the ball, able to gather it back. Pass underneath to Surratt. No good on her first shot, battling for the loose ball. Grabbing it on the floor, but called for travel underneath the basket. That's Janae Bradley. grasping her face after the play. Looked like she might have caught a loose hand. She's asking for a sub here. Maybe a contact fell out as she's holding something in the palm of her hand. We'll get the two subs. Kayla Dangerfield, Tyra Hobbs, their first action of the second half for Hagerstown. Still on the defensive posture. Driving towards the hoop was Robinson, but she's fouled underneath. Andrea Elder just catching her there. Her second foul. Second team foul of the half for Hagerstown. Got to keep an eye on that. First shot from the line for player at the line. It's Romani Robinson. Robinson's first shot no good. Second shot also off the front of the rim, no good, but rebound falls to Surratt. That ball bounces off a leg and tie up on the loose ball. Possession arrow pointing the other direction, so Hagerstown will get the ball and the arrow flips the other way. 11-point game, rather trimmed to a 9-point game a few moments ago. Hagerstown trying to narrow that gap even further. Nice move from Bennett. Doesn't find the shooting lane. Wide open three look for King, and it's true. Right in front of the bench. Big reaction afterwards as well. A 3-point play, 2 3-point field goals to start the second half for Hagerstown. Up the court, that ball knocked out of play. High effort from King trying to keep that in. It forces a reset for Cape Fear. 20 left on the shot clock. Another change for Hagerstown. Just keeping the legs fresh out there. Driving to the hoop, good stuff from Elder. Second chance falls back for Cape Fear. Stuff there as they're trying to keep the ball in. Bounces off a Hagerstown player last. Still 13 on the shot clock as Galan inbounds. The pivot with Surratt. Surratt drives into the hoop, and she gets a two-pointer in. The first points of the half for Cape Fear. Much needed response. King finds the open player, Dangerfield. The give to Ball. Rather, that's Bennett on the far side. And called for a travel as she was trying to get an open shooting lane. Ball turned over. 45-37. 3 minutes in to the second half. Hardison looks to the hoop. That goes off the underside of the backboard and out of play. Just spinning their tires right now are Cape Fear in the offensive zone. They can't get that first shot to go. It's allowed Hagerstown to draw ever closer in this game. Kayla Dangerfield passes over to Ella Bennett. Back over to the wing with Elder. Elder working up against Surratt, and a foul is called against Surratt as Elder was trying to work her way towards the corner. The ball comes to the baseline. By my track, that is the second foul called against Monica Surratt. A push-off is called here against Hagerstown off the inbound pass, so Sea Devils catch a break. They get the ball right back. That foul against Dangerfield, her second as the ball goes the other way. Galan, her hand was knocked away as that ball goes awry. The pass towards the near side line goes out of bounds, and another turnover gives possession back to Hagerstown. A lot of scoring in the first half. Defense out of the locker rooms proving to prevail so far here. King across the timeline, links up with Dangerfield. She holds on the wing. Dangerfield back up with King. Settling down Elder. Elder glances off the hand of Dangerfield. She couldn't reel in that pass. And that gives possession back over to the Sea Devils. Neither team really able to go on a scoring run so far in the third quarter. Chance to get something going here with Robinson. Robinson, a long three is good. Ramani Robinson, much needed three-pointer to stretch out that lead once again for Cape Fear. Bennett on the far side, gets some help with Brianna King. Mishandled pass from Dangerfield, support coming in and just able to slam on the brakes. Bradley keeps possession for Hagerstown. Bennett stops, pivots, a whistle as she went up for the shot, and she'll be shooting two. Foul called against Maggie Hawley, a sophomore student from Mentor, Ohio. That sends Bennett to the line, shooting two. Her first shot is too hard. It goes off the back rim. Bennett, a freshman, part of this young cast for Hagerstown Community College. Her second shot no good. She goes 0 for 2. Deficit remains 11 for Hagerstown. Taking the point, it's Jaden Hudson, freshman student from Wilmington, North Carolina. The steal going up the other end. It's King. The layup is in. Strip and score for Brianna King. Brings the deficit back to 9 points for the Hawks. Floating pass finds a partner here, waving off the shot. It's a traveling violation against Cape Fear. Surratt wanted to move quickly, but she moved a little too quickly. Ball given back over to Hagerstown. This game staying interesting here as we hit the halfway point of the third quarter. King working one-on-one. Now some help on the near side with Bennett. Bennett back up top on the perimeter to Elder. Elder just lost the handle. Gets a good bounce though. Goes off the leg of Yamoria Hardison, crashing in on defense. Ball stays with the Hawks. 11 seconds left on the shot clock for Hagerstown. Long inbound pass finds the hands of Bennett. Ella Bennett nearly tied up there, and her pass is intercepted. It's Robinson heading up the other way. 2-on-3, but the odd man wins. Over the head, Robinson gets a two-pointer in. 50 points on the board for Cape Fear. But back the other way, a two-pointer goes in underneath the basket for Janae Bradley. And then we go as the offense is really starting to find their stride in quarter three. Robinson slowing the pace, finds a player in Surratt. Back up top to Robinson. Trying to change back to Surratt. Loose ball on the floor, and that battle won by Bradley. Hagerstown heading up the other way with Andrea Elder. Elder, double team. Strong cross-court pass, finds Bennett. Thought three, instead drives inside. Slows up, finds Ball. Ball working up against the defender, Hardison. Back over, Elder. Working along the baseline, tries over the back, but she catches a whack on the arm, and that sends the 5'10" Elder to the line, shooting two. Some subs here coming on for both teams. Elder at the line last season, sophomore student. As a freshman, she shot just around 54% from the stripe. Starts off 1 for 1 here today. Chance to cut the deficit to within 7 points. Second shot rattles out, loose ball. It's kept alive, but the pass to no one in particular. And it finds the hands of a waiting Khalees Galan. Galan finds some help with Robinson as she has some space against her guarder Elder. Calling the shots. Ball comes over to Hardison. Wide open look. Robinson for three. Off the backboard. Rebound. It's in and one. Yamoria Hardison, the put back two, and she has a chance to put 3 points on the board for Cape Fear. Hardison has been a physical player all game long, the sophomore student. Her free throw is no good, but it appears someone jumped the gun for Hagerstown. And she'll get to retry her lone free throw. Both teams here for our second game. It's UCNJ against CCBC. Another whistle, another player jumping the gun on the free throw. Gotta wait until that ball hits the rim. Then you can crash the board for the rebound. And that third try is the charm. 3-point play converted by Amori Hardison. It's up to a 53-42 ball game. On the near side, Sylvia Prout. On the wing, passing back up top to Ball. Working around the perimeter, it's King. King, right up in her kitchen. Surratt nearly forced the turnover. Gabby Ball off the reset. Working back down low. A travel is called against Andrea Elder. Ball turned over to the Sea Devils. Timeout called by Hagerstown. Cindy Wilhelm needs to talk things over as her team all of a sudden has gone cold from the field. An 11-point margin, the lead for the Cape Fear Sea Devils. Looking ahead for these two teams, Cape Fear, their next game is next weekend as they take on Southwest Virginia. They start the game on a 7-game road trip before they finally play host to Catawba Valley. That's all the way in December. Meanwhile, the next game on the schedule for Hagerstown, the trip up to the Garden State, they face Salem Community College. They're also on a long road swing. A few games in Delaware, a few road games in Maryland before they host Westmoreland County on November 19th. .242 left to go in the third quarter. Hagerstown trailing Cape Fear to this point. And Cape Fear just trying to hold on to the ball, stretch out the lead if they can. Romani Robinson, sophomore student from Fayetteville. On the handoff to Khalees Galan. Galan back over to Robinson inside. Galan for three, just too short. Rebound falls to Elder, nearly tied up, but gets the ball free. Hagerstown working up the other end. At the center court logo, Brianna King. Passing back over to Prout. On the interior to Elder. Looking for the give. Still has the ball. Now the give to King. King drives alone to the basket and in. Brianna King brings it back to within single-digit points. It's a 9-point gap. Robinson. Working from center court here. On the exchange with Hardison. Robinson back on it at the wing, working against Dangerfield. Draws some contact and a block on the foul is called against Dangerfield. Believe that is her third personal foul. Now it's the 5th team foul of the quarter called against Hagerstown. So in the bonus, officially now are the Cape Fear Sea Devils. Shooting 2 for the remaining 138. Anytime there is a foul. First shot rattled in for Romani Robinson. Robinson 1 for 2 shooting free throws in yesterday's win. Robinson's second shot is true, and she is perfect from the line in that trip. 55-44 the score here as the third quarter winds down. Elder just shy of the free throw line. Her pass is blocked. Great work there by Surratt. She catches the pass now from Galan. Surratt drives to the hoop. Her shot no good, but she's fouled on the drive by Gabby Ball, and she heads to the line to shoot a pair. Ball a little bit over aggressive, trying to get the block. For Ball, that's her third personal. Already in the bonus are the Sea Devils. First shot from Surratt is good. Surratt, a good day at the line so far. One more to shoot. Surratt, the sophomore student from Shelby, North Carolina. Can't get the second shot in, so she's 1 for 2. On that stay at the line. Ella Bennett Now for Hagerstown, working from the corner, working inside with Gabby Ball. It looks like an inadvertent piece of contact there, a little bit of a shove. That was underneath from Monica Surratt. Second personal foul against Surratt. Fourth foul of the quarter against Cape Fear. One more, and that sends Hagerstown to the line. Around the outside, into the hands of Bennett. A whistle here behind the play, and that sends possession going the other way. Moving screen set by Janae Bradley. Her first foul gives possession back over to Cape Fear. Into the final minute of the third quarter. It's been a great 10 minutes so far for Cape Fear, extending their lead. Working inside, underneath the hoop, Robinson. She is stuffed by the rim, but contact on that drive. And that is another foul called against Gabby Ball, her fourth foul. Robinson to the line, shooting 2, her team in the bonus. First shot is no good. This Hagerstown team not gifted with the depth of some of the other teams here in Baltimore County this weekend. She's got to keep an eye on Ball, sitting on 4 fouls. She heads to the bench as off the loose ball, infraction is called. And that will give, I believe, possession back over to Hagerstown. But a timeout is called in the meantime. 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And Cape Fear has opened up a 13-point lead on Hagerstown here. Game 1 of 2 here this afternoon. The second day of action in this mixer in Catonsville, Maryland. The second game features Community College of Baltimore County. Here in Catonsville, the homestanding Cardinals taking on the 15th ranked Union College of New Jersey. The Owls making the trip from the Garden State. One of the top teams in the country here at the Division II level. Oh, a nice read of that pass. Setting up the other way, it's Prout. Sylvia Prout off the steal. Her first shot no good. Just unable to keep that ball in. Good effort from Brianna King, but couldn't keep the ball in the field of play. Cape Fear gets the reset. 0.3 seconds separating the game clock and shot clock in quarter 3. Khalid Galan passes over to Robinson. She's been the leading scorer in quarter 3, and she stretches out that feet with a nice 2-point shot. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds left to go now in the third quarter. King, her pass intercepted up the court. Hardison the drive. It's good. And that's how the third quarter comes to a close. A great flourish at the end of the frame from Yamori Hardison. And that stretches out the lead for the Sea Devils. 61-44, their lead over the Hawks of Hagerstown. This cheering section, cheering on the Cape Fear Community College. Sea Devils really liking what they saw in that third quarter, getting to their largest lead of the game. 16 points separate these two teams as we head into the final 10 minutes of play. We mentioned Cape Fear, always a prominent team down in Region 10 in the junior college ranks. Look at her turn to the national tournament for the first time since 2022. Fell just short after a fantastic regular season last year. Only one loss in regular season play and didn't lose again until the South Atlantic Championship. First-year head coach Felicity Havens bringing a lot of valuable experience to this team. Graduate of Mount Olive University. Two-time Conference Carolinas Player of the Year and two-time third-team Division II All-American. played one season professionally in Greece before she kicked off a great coaching career that's taken her across the country between Ohio and winding up here as a head coach with Cape Fear Community College in North Carolina. Leading her team up I-95 to take on a slate of Maryland teams. Hoping to go 2-0 after picking up a win against Catonsville yesterday. Hoping to go 2 for 2. 10 minutes away from doing that. Her team up by 16 points. Facing another head coach with a lot of Division II valuable experience. Cindy Wilhelm, a graduate of California University after starting her prep career at Governor Thomas Johnson High School. Holds the school's scoring record there. As we start quarter 4. A corner 3, a look. No good that time from Romani Robinson. Trying to test her hot hand. In transition, a look for Andrea Elder. And that shot banks in. Good start to quarter 4 for Hagerstown. They need to get some points early and often to close this gap. Go on. Passing over to Robinson. Drives in from the wing. On her back is Elder on defense. Robinson back on the ball. Working back up top. 10 seconds left on the clock. Robinson splits the D. Her shot rims out. Ball falls. Nearly lost by Janae Bradley. But she gets some help here on the move forward with Bennett. Kicked out pass. Looking to the far side. That's no good. Intended for our partner there on the far side. It's out of her reach. The ball given up to Cape Fear. Early change for Coach Wilhelm's team. Brianna King back in there after a short breather to start the final quarter of play. Khalees Galan starts the move up the court. Finds Hardison. Hardison's shot stuffed. Rebound pass. Fired from a long-range 3. Hawley's look no good. Back underneath the hoop. Robinson stuffed. And Bradley gets the rebound for Hagerstown. Working up the court quickly, Bennett. Kick out. The 3 for King. No good on the first bounce, but it bounces off the backboard and in. Brianna King fires in a 3-pointer. And slowly but surely, that deficit is trimmed down to 12 points. Nearly that pass intercepted, deflected by King, but it finds its way over to Monica Surratt. Slowing the pace are the Sea Devils. This shot waved off, and a traveling violation called against Khalees Galan. A turnover. Gives the ball back to from Cape Fear to Hagerstown. Ball the inbound pass. Got to keep in mind that she has 4 fouls against her. 1 more, and she's done for the day. Dangerfield works underneath the ball. Rather, that is number 10, Elder. She was tied up. And now a whistle as that ball was moving quickly forward. It's a foul called against Ella Bennett. Her first, team first in the 4th quarter. Fouls reset every quarter here in women's basketball. Working up, it's Romani Robinson. Robinson in tandem with Galan. Around the outside to Maggie Hawley. She finds some real estate. A 3-point look is no good. Loose ball bounces off the hand of a Hagerstown player. Ball stays with the Cape Fear Sea Devils. Hagerstown has to be mindful of that ball movement, leaving a player open. A 3-point look for Hawley. That rattles out. Rebound stays with Cape Fear. Trippett off the reset to Galan. Hand off to Kara Trippett. She works around the outside with Hawley. Robinson works towards the paint. Double team. Draws the contact. A hard foul as she caught a hand up high. She heads to the line for 2 as that foul is called against Andrea Elder, her 3rd foul of the game. Robinson shooting 2 this trip to the line. Her first shot is good. This stems some of that momentum for Hagerstown. First points of quarter 4 for CFCC. Robinson's second shot is good. Perfect trip this time. As the lead stretches back out to 14 points for the Sea Devils. Ella Bennett tries her hand at leading this offense for Hagerstown. Oh, look out there. That ball nearly swatted away. And an elbow is caught up high that time. A little bit caught off guard was Khalees Galan, but she's the one called for the foul. Her first foul of the game. Team first of the half. Of the quarter, should say. Ball stays with Hagerstown. Pick set. Dangerfield some room to rumble. Kicks it back out to Bennett. Didn't like that shooting angle. 5 left on the shot clock. Moving on the interior. That's taken away by Romani Robinson. Robinson working quickly on that kick out pass. There's a foul called. And it's a foul called against Hagerstown. Was looking for the number that was called on the infraction. Believe that was a foul called against Ella Bennett, her second. Already 3 fouls for Hagerstown. Off the inbound, catch and shoot for Romani Robinson. 2 points back up on the board. Lead back out to 16 points for Cape Fear. It's a good start to quarter 4 for Hagerstown, but Cape Fear has gotten that 16-point lead back. Loose ball on the floor. Cape Fear the strip. Working back up the other way, Hardison. Hardison looking for the contact against Dangerfield. Not needed. The 2-pointer is in. Largest lead of the game for the Sea Devils at 18 points. Timeout called by Hagerstown. Just not getting any space to set anything up, or Hagerstown. The Sea Devils doing a great job of closing down the passing lanes, and they have been relentless on the charge up the court. Could have easily just slowed the tempo down and drained some clock, but instead, happy to play on this fast break offense, up tempo, and it has worked out to great success. Now sporting their largest lead of the game at 18 points. As we have 6:05 left to go here in regulation. A reminder, fans, that CCBC is on deck. The Catonsville Cardinals take on nationally ranked Union College of New Jersey in the second game of action, closing out this mixer slate on Hollow Weekend. Once again, we thank you for joining us here on your Sunday afternoon. Enjoying that extra hour of sleep, no doubt. I'm sure I did. No sleepy start to our action here, though. Both teams came out of the gates firing. Defenses have settled in the second half for the most part. After the timeout, that shot no good for Brianna King. That allows Cape Fear a chance to really put a stamp on this one. Hardison, her pass intercepted. A good read on that by King as she takes the ball back for the Hawks. King changes hands over to her right, and she gets that layup to find a home. 66-50 the score. Hagerstown still chasing by 16 points. Maggie Hawley taking charge here on this possession. That's poked out. Really heads up play by Ella Bennett, forcing this play to go down to the baseline for Cape Fear. Khalees Galan to inbound. There's 19 still on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the Sea Devils to work. Long range pass links up with Kamani Robinson. Romani Robinson hands off to Yamori Hardison. Galan lost the ball. Slight contact with King. No harm, no foul. Ball belongs to Hagerstown. Bennett working on tandem with Dangerfield. That ball would not fall. And taking it up the court the other way, here come Cape Fear, and in transition, left all alone, Yamori Hardison. 2 points, gets the lead back up to 18 points. Clock, right now, not the friend of the Hawks. King, in front of her own bench, works over to Bennett. Ella Bennett, looking for any space to shoot, can't find any room. Dangerfield, into the paint, lost the ball for a moment, gets it back, and the shot bounces in. Kayla Dangerfield started yesterday, came off the bench today. She has been a welcome presence on offense for Hagerstown Community College. Working quickly in, contact drawn by Amori Hardison. That is a charge called against her. Ball turned back over. It is a foul against Hardison. Things slow down a bit. Not exactly what Hagerstown needs. They got 4 minutes left. Pass underneath to Elder. Elder looking to draw contact. She falls to the ground, no call. Robinson in transition for Cape Fear. Kicks it back out. Trip it. The three. It's too short, but it falls underneath to Jaden Hudson. Reset now with Robinson. That shot must have just glanced the underside of the rim as the shot clock did reset. Hudson working here against Brianna King on defense as timeout is called by Felicity Havens for the Cape Fear Sea Devils. 3:28 left to go. That's all that separates the Sea Devils from a second victory to start this 2025-26 campaign. They came out of the gates surging last year, 12 straight wins to start the season, undefeated and out of conference play. I'm hoping that stays the same here this season. Very competitive Region 10. Taking on members of Region 20 in the Hagerstown Hawks. Hawks, they've started off these quarters well, scoring the first points in all but one of the 4 quarters here today, but they haven't been able to sustain that momentum throughout the start, say the first half of a quarter. Instead, it's been on the response, Cape Fear responding, and then going on a long run of their own. A good cheering section, cheering on the Sea Devils, making the trip up from the Wilmington area of North Carolina. The Sea Devils looking to take home a 2-0 start to the year. Off the inbound, it's Hudson. That long pass found a target, but a foul was called on a moving screen. And that gives the ball back over to Hagerstown. That foul called against Kara Trippett, her first foul of the game. Brianna King has the ball for Hagerstown. Loose ball on the floor. She needs some help. Finds it here on the far side with Gabby Ball. Ball nearly tied up there. Gets it to Elder. Elder's shot grazes off the rim. Loose ball on the floor. Hard battle. Possession arrow points in Hagerstown's favor. They'll keep the ball. Reset of the shot clock as that was a battle for a rebound. So 20 seconds left on the clock. The shot clock, that is. 3:01 left on the game clock. Long inbound pass finds Elder. Elder, the tallest player on the court. She is double teamed, needs some help. Nice searching pass, finds its way to Prout. Prout looking for that shot, won't go. Kick out, back over to King. King's three is good. Clap of the hands, trying to fire her team up. Much needed shot. Rather, they're going to call that a long 2. To make it 68-54. Driving to the hoop, here is Robinson. Robinson's shot no good. Hagerstown gets the rebound. 2-on-2 up the court if they hurry. Gabby Ball tries the shot. And that one is called a foul against Ball on the charge. And now memory serves correctly, that is Ball's 5th foul. Once again, they have gone back, gotten the player ID sorted out on an earlier infraction, so that's just her 4th. But you got to keep an eye on that still. One more, and her day is done. Jaden Hudson, time winding down, but she gets across the stripe. Now the instructions from the bench are for Kate Fear to drain that game clock. Nearing 2 minutes to go. Robinson. Gap closes along 2. Didn't have the right arc. Ball battled for. It's reeled in underneath the net by Ella Bennett. And a whistle is called. It's a foul against the Cape Fear Sea Devils. I believe that was called against Kara Trippett. It's her 2nd foul. Still 2 more fouls to give for Cape Fear until Hagerstown's in the bonus. 1 more going the other way. Over and back. Yeah, over the back is called on the foul that time. Fouls starting to mount up here as the clock winds down. That's the 2nd foul against Khalees Galan. 4th team foul here of the 4th quarter. More contact there. That drives Ball down to the ground. And a timeout is called by Hagerstown. Needing a reset there as that inbound didn't go to plan. 1:39 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining in the contest. And a good game. A lot of back and forth action here between. Still playing catch up for the majority. But then Cape Fear went on a long 9-point scoring run. Never really looked back from that. A reminder that Hagerstown and Cape Fear both head out on the road for their next slate of games. Hagerstown, a road matchup against Salem Community College. They are actually playing 2 games in Delaware next weekend. Next weekend for the Cape Fear Community College Sea Devils. Continues a 7-game road trip to start the year. A busy slate in the state of Maryland for the team from North Carolina. They played in the CCBC Essex Jamboree last weekend. A busy slate there. 3 exhibition games before they started their regular season. 2 games here, still in Baltimore County, but south of the city of Baltimore in Catonsville. Inbound pass glances off the fingertips of Andrea Elder, and that's not what they had in mind. Ball going back into the hands of Cape Fear. Sorting things out, it's Romani Robinson that's tasked with getting the ball back into play. Full court pressure here from the Hawks. They break through it to find Galan. Needing some help, time winding down here as she needs to get it across the timeline. She does so just in the nick of time. On the near side, Jaden Hudson sets it up. Romani Robinson calling the shots. She moves now, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hudson, guarded closely by Ball, the give and go. Robinson fouled hard, but she lands the shot and a chance for a 3-point play. Foul was called underneath the basket. See who is called for the infraction. It is Andrea Elder, her 4th. Officially in the bonus now is Cape Fear. The lone shot from Robinson is no good. Score remains 70-54. Clock rolling into the final minute as a travel is called on the far side. Ball thought about the 3-point shot, wanted to move inside, but just shuffled her feet a little too much for the referee's liking. And the ball is coughed up once again to the Sea Devils. 16 points, the deficit. Full court pressure remains, but they break through it. and Robinson. Slowing the pace with the pass to Khalees Galan. Start of the first half for Cape Fear. Robinson has taken the reins in the second half, as a foul is called underneath the basket as Yamori Hardison went for the rebound. It was Brianna King who was the initiator of that contact. Two shots for Hardison. Our first shot is a little bit wide to the left. After a second shot, 42.1 seconds remain here in regulation. Rebound after the incomplete or the unsuccessful free throw stays with Cape Fear. Galan passing back over to Robinson, working one-on-one against Elder. Tried to drive to the net, no good, and Bennett picks up the loose ball. King wanting one more point here, or maybe three, as that shot from Bennett is no good. Ball loose on the floor. There's a foul called underneath, or rather in the paint. And the foul is called against Janae Bradley, her second of the game. But with Cape Fear in the bonus, it does send Khalees Galan to the line. Her first shot is no good. Free throws have remained a struggle for Cape Fear, but Khalees Galan all smiles. Galan's second shot. Rim and out. Bradley strips it away. Dangerfield finds King in transition. King, the floater, is good off the glass. 6.7 left. Long pass. Finds Monica Surratt. She can hold as the final seconds drain off the clock. And Cape Fear piles off a perfect slate here in Baltimore County. They win their second game here at CCBC 70-56 over Hagerstown Community College. The depth, physicality, and in the end, the range shooting of this Cape Fear team proved to be the deciding factor in a 14-point victory. Comfortable, but it doesn't really show the effort of Hagerstown Community College. They did a good job of hanging tough through the first half. Pulling away in the second half quite a bit were the Sea Devils, who moved to 2-0 on the season. And again, they stay on the road to kick off their 2025-26 campaign. Well, stick with us. Grab a drink, grab a snack here on your Sunday afternoon. We got more basketball action coming up in not too long from the Jack Manley Athletic Center. Once again, I'm Ian Binky. We hope you stay with us for CCBC Catonsville taking on the Union College of New Jersey. That's coming up next here from Catonsville, Maryland.